What's up guys, TC here, and welcome back to Starbound Nightly. Today we're going to take a look at a entirely revamped biome. So a lot of you guys will probably remember from the last episode, or well, the prior update as a crystal biome, and has now been relabeled as a geode biome. So we're going to pop down and take a look at it. It's a very, very cool biome, especially it's very unique. It's reminiscent of the prism biome, but not in how you think. So you'll see the trees, and you'll see immediately we have these like new weird green crystals here, but if you start hearing these weird noises in the background, essentially these rocks here give off a like an echoey, like a really, really creepy echoey noise. And as you run by them, they kind of echo. They all have different notes and stuff like that. They're very, very eerie. Now this actually has two new blocks in the game. We have the Geode block, which is the shining crystal, and we also have the Geode stone, which is this stuff right here. As you see, it's got that little green hue to it. It's not quite the same as the magma rock or obsidian or whatever that is. So, one thing to point out that's really, really cool with these biomes is it's actually twofold. First is that these trees are very unique in that most biome-specific trees like this that are really weird don't drop a seed, right? But these trees actually do drop a seed. So here we have a sapling right here from these trees. So you can actually grow these trees wherever you want. And one reason that's important is that these trees and these rocks actually have a very special drop. So we see we break it, and we picked up a geode, picked up two of them. And these geodes are actually super cool. So these are essentially like little, they're like mystery items. Like you crack them open, and there could be all kinds of stuff in there. There can be matter module components, I think, but there can be this crystal set. There can be iron ore, gold ore, copper ore. There can also be individual basically there's these like new samples, right? So there's geode samples of different colors, and then there's ore samples. So we're gonna break a few open and see what we get. So here we got a orange geode sample, right? So here we got a blue one. Now these have a 10% chance for each one, so that time we got cobblestone. So sometimes they're not always great. So we've gotten cobblestone 3 times in a row here. We got iron ore that time. We got copper ore that time, but there's essentially a 10% chance you're gonna get one of these geodes. And then there's a super low chance you're going to get another drop. And we're actually going to, we're going to head over there and take a look at this. Because it's a, I love really, really rare stuff in games. Like, I love the monster drops when they have that, like, really low chance to drop their action figure. That kind of stuff, I live for that. I love it. So, real quick to point out, there's two objects so far for the Geode biome. There's a light and a plant. So I'm thinking we're going to get, like, a whole set, like a bed, chair. But that's all we have for now. But hopping down, if you look on the ground here, we have all the different geode or sample set drops you can get. So these are these ones here are listed. I'm sorry, English is hard. Are listed as geological samples, and they're geodes, right? Now these have a 10% drop chance. These ones over here are individual ore, and they're called like they'd be called gold ore sample essentially, and they have an incredibly low drop rate. I believe it is 0.0005% chance to drop, which works out to be like, what, 1 in 2,000? So they're extremely rare. Now, if you look closely here, you'll actually see that a couple of these look like they were here twice. Or, well, the rubium looks like it's here 3 times. But this is just a texture problem. This is actually durasteel. And this one over here is, what is this? Tungsten. So, yeah, they're going to get, they're going to fix that, and they'll eventually all be here. But currently there is one for every ore in the game, and so I'm looking forward to this. And so again, these have a 1 in 2,000 drop rate, which is super low, but it's very, very cool. And the best part is that since you can get these from trees, you could in fact farm these if you wanted to make a massive tree patch. And the fun thing is you get kind of cool stuff out of it. You can get these, you can get ore out of it. There's all kinds of fun drops. So it's very, very cool. Another thing that's really interesting that's popped up is we have a, let's hover over this, burn resistance spray. So what this means, this makes you immune to the burn status, right? So you know how you have antidotes that you can essentially you take it and you're immune to poison oceans and stuff like that. This one's similar in that it doesn't make you immune to like lava, because there's 2 statuses, there's burn and there's melt. Melting is when you step in lava, and it's extremely dangerous. It kills you in a couple ticks. Fire is much lower, much weaker, and that's what this protects you from, is from fire damage. So that's a super cool thing right there. Up next, we are going to hop out and go check out this. Actually, hold on. No, we have a couple new crafting things here I want to show up before we go to this other biome. Here, this is some new crafting material. I don't know how to craft it yet. I didn't quite see how, but and I don't know what these are going to go to. But we have a battery, a silicone board, a canvas, a thread, silk, and synthetic material. So we're getting a whole bunch of really cool crafting material and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to see what all we can do with this stuff. So up next, we're going to head on over, and I'm going to clear up some stuff that was kind of unclear in the last episode. So we're going to head over to that the new Foundry biome, which I wasn't able to show off in the last episode, but I have found it here. So just one second. Okay guys, so we are back, and here is part of the new Foundry biome. Now what's really annoying is that the little workers that are here normally have been killed, but these little places are super cool because they're actually they're generated structures, but they're already wired up. So here's all that stuff we saw from yesterday, but as you can see, they're like these little individual construction places. Really, really cool, and I think they're kind of found in these rust biomes. And so one thing to point out is you guys were completely right about that the wet. I thought it was going to make you immune to fire. It turns out it's just to make them look sweaty, which is really weird. I guess you could see the reason I might have thought it would be something cool instead of it's just a novelty thing. So anyways, these things are kind of everywhere, and they're really cool structures. They're pretty much all over the place once you find one of these biomes. So here we have it, and just all kinds of stuff. Again, I love that they are like they're pre-wired up and everything, so you can just kind of use like they're the elevators, everything work. So it's super cool stuff. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.